This is an action-adventure game where you're riding around a giant crab through a desert world, and the whole premise is pretty unusual. Instead of sailing ships on water, you're commanding this massive crab that crawls through sand dunes. You can play with up to 3 friends online or locally, or if you're alone, there's an AI companion that fights alongside you and helps out. The basic story is that you're part of these people who live in this desert world, and they are getting invaded by these enemies called the vessels, who have ceramic, chart-shaped heads. You become this chosen person, a crab keeper basically, and your job is to travel around the desert helping villagers fighting off the invasion and collecting holy relics. The main gameplay here splits between 2 main modes. First is when you're on your DuneCrawler, which is your giant crab. This thing is basically your mobile base and your main vehicle. When you are traveling around on it, you need to manage different stations. There are cannons mounted on the crab that you use to fight other crawlers, massive boss creatures and enemy outputs built on islands. If you're playing solo, your AI buddy handles the reloading, but in co-op everyone needs to coordinate who's doing what. The crab itself can take damage during fights. It has legs that can get hurt, and when that happens, someone needs to grab repair materials and fix them up, or you will move slower and be more vulnerable. You can also upgrade the crab extensively. There's armor you can attach to the legs to reduce damage, better weapons to install, stuff like guided torpedoes for ranged attacks. The cannons can be used in creative ways too. You can actually climb into one and have someone launch you through the air to land on enemy positions or reach distant islands. When you're not in crab combat, you dock at islands and explore on foot. The world is open, so you pick where to go on your map and sail there. Islands have villages with quests, merchants to trade with, and dungeons to explore. The dungeons are separate challenge areas with enemies and loot. You'll find all kinds of stuff: weapons, armor, relics, crafting materials, gold. Combat on foot uses different weapon types. There are melee weapons, bows, grenades, and hand cannons for explosives. The game keeps adding weirder weapons as you progress, things like a bazooka and acid harpoon, which is late game gear. You can carry multiple weapons and swap between them during fights using a hotbar system. Your character customization comes from collecting 3 types of gear. Masks change your abilities, tunics affect your stats and maybe give special effects, and talismans provide additional bonuses. The crab is your main mount, but not your only one. Beetles can fight multiple people on them, so your whole party can ride on one together. Nymphs are small, fast bugs for quick travel. Scorpions are armored and good for combat. There's a whole economy system with merchants in villages. You collect relics during your adventures, which are valuable items you can sell for good money. You use the gold from selling stuff to buy upgrades, new weapons, supplies like health potions and cosmetic items for your crab like hats and paint jobs. One thing that seems important for co-op is that progress is shared, but tasks need coordination. On islands, you can split up to explore different areas or stick together for tough fights. The whole game has this hand-drawn cartoon art style that makes it look pretty different from most action games. The world is open but structured around these island hubs you travel between. So it's not one massive seamless map, but more like hub areas connected by the desert you traverse on your crab. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.